welcome to XGR. Whoop, whoop. I am Anastasia Laserbeam, and with me today I have Cruz, aka The Mole, and the stay-at-home dad gamer, aka The Head. Hello.
Hello.
Acknowledge existence. Okay, cool. So, our format will be we're covering the news, and then catch up, games we played, and then our discussion. So, who wants to start with the news?
Was I introduced?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm here.
She just lumped us together, and then, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. When she said, yeah, acknowledge your existence, and you spoke, I was like, oh, I wasn't sure I was supposed to. Fair enough.
Yeah, I was like hoping, you know,
My bad.
you guys are here.
I'll go first with the newsies.
Okay.
First bit of news. EA Sports. It's in human rights.
Who's you?
EA has come a long way in the past year. Having been named worst company in America by consumer watchdog site The Consumerist last year, it's reshaped its image. It's now called, wait for it, one of the best places to work for LGBT equality. The video game publisher scored 100% on HRC's Corporate Equality Index, putting her in the top tier places to work. We are extremely proud of this achievement that recognises corporate politics and practices that demonstrate a commitment to LGBT equality and inclusion, EA said. Furthermore, EA's COO, Peter Moore, tweeted that the company has donated $1.65 million to the American Cancer Society in its Humble Origin bundle, raised $10.5 million. The rest of the proceeds are going to 4 other charities: the Human Rights Campaign, WATSI, the San Francisco AIDS Foundation, and the American Red Cross. So yeah, there's that news. EA's now really good for equality and shit.
Yay.
You know, like, it seems like all the other charities got significantly more than the first one.
Shh, not when the men are talking, dear. We're talking about equality here.
It's not necessarily equal, but okay.
Yeah, Rick realised I was doing it ironically. But no, what did you think of that?
At least, you know, they're not, like, tating on gays, so that's cool. That's, like, one thing that's good. You know, hopefully, like, they just branch out and just do all sorts of wonderful things.
The next bit of news is called Vita. They can't even give them away.
I'd take it, but then I'd sell it.
There's a reason for this. Consumer watchdog Witch has told Eurogamer it believes customers will have to return the PlayStation Vita consoles that were sent by error from Zavvi in the UK, obviously. If a consumer has received goods by mistake, they are not legally entitled to keep them, a Witch spokesperson explained. And should Zavvi follow through on its threat to sue the customers, which believe that a UK court will actually side with the retailer, in any legal action, the ruling is likely to be that the item should be returned because it was sent in error. For those of you wondering what happened, a number of customers ordered for $19.99 a copy of the Vita game Tearaway. They were instead sent a PlayStation Vita and Tearaway bundle, which retails for $149.99.
I'd keep that.
Yeah, and that's why you'd be sued.
I guess so.
They should take Tearaway out and then just return the Vita.
Yep. A small bit of news here. I've named Patch. Sonic Lost World on Wii U has got a new patch. I'm doing this because it addressed one of the things I found really odd and was one of the reasons I gave it a slight less than high review than what I could have. It knocked a point or two off. Was now collecting 100 rings actually gives you an extra life, like it was supposed to originally. In the event of a game over, they've doubled the amount of lives player will begin with when continuing. The Indigo Asteroid, Crimson Eagle, Orange Rocket and Black Bomb colour powers can now be controlled with the analog stick and buttons. They also fixed a very rare graphical issue that would sometimes appear during the pinball section of Frozen Factory Casino area. Additionally, when completing the Nightmares DLC, users will be notified that they can replay it after scoring just 100,000 points. Items will now appear on the world map as well, so that was that small bit of news. But now my main bit of news. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
This is the news that I mentioned to Geeky Girl earlier, and I said when I read it, I wanted to just take a glass of water and go and do a proper split take. Yeah. Angry Birds, angry customers. After a 2-week trial in New Zealand, the downhill racer Angry Birds Go has hit Apple Store worldwide today. You can download it free on iOS and Android. However, the pricing of the in-game items has prompted some players to write an angry user reviews. Angry Birds Go stars the birds and pigs from the famous series, but this time they're doing a Mario Kart game. However, the game, the usual free-to-play trappings, like in-game ads, in-game app purchases, plus sponsored power-ups, packs of in-game currency can cost you from $3 to $100. Between every race, a prominent Butters offers to double your coins forever. But once you tap it, you then find out that upgrade just cost you $6.99. But on the flip side, on the good news, for us UK gamers, they have lowered the price of something. They've lowered the price of a vehicle in the game that will now just cost you only £35.
Oh, only.
The top of the line Big Bang Special Edition car cost £70 last month when the game launched via the New Zealand version of the App Store, but now just £35. But don't worry if you still had money left over, like, oh, I wanted to spend them. You can still happily spend £70 in the game if you want to. This sum can buy you 14,000 gems to spend on various upgrades and items.
Wow.
And I said the last part completely sarcastically because that was the part that made me want to go for a split take of 35 fucking quid for one vehicle in the game. For that price, you could fucking you could buy Mario Kart. Or for that price, you could buy Angry Birds Star Wars on the PS3.
Yeah, jeez.
Did it? But yeah. That one was a complete rip-off. I don't know how you guys feel, but that was the last of my newsies.
That was cray-cray.
Now use your words.
That made no sense.
Yeah. That car better be, like, amazing, because...
It better be run on gold and spit out leprechauns that pick up your car and run even faster to boost it.
Yeah, I don't even care if that car's amazing. 35 fucking pounds for a DLC car. You don't get that in something like Gran Turismo or the new Forza, whatever's just come out.
Yeah.
And then let me check my pizza box. Forza 5. They sponsor Pizza Hut over here.
Nice.
That leprechaun later buys me food. Like actual food sent to my house. And then it'll be worth it.
But over to one of you guys for your newsies.
Alright, I'll go.
No pressure.
How is that? On every system or just one?
All of them. But you have to, it's DLC, to pay $9.99 for it. Okay, the first one I'm going to do is Truth Bomb. Okay, YouTube unleashes strange storm of copyright claims on video game content producers. Pretty much, if you're part of a entire group like of reviewers and have like a whole, I guess not like maybe a company if you want to call it that, like like Machinima or like like a big like umbrella like thing, and then you have all the mini reviewers and stuff underneath it. They are gonna get all the copyright flags that individual people who make no money at all on their videos are getting. And
I don't think Miss Machinima will. Because a lot of their stuff, or most of their stuff, they get actual permission first. That's why they make like live-action Mortal Kombat series and stuff.
Several machinima people did actually get.
Yeah, they actually will get it because I watched a video from them saying they got it. So. Yeah, specifically. So, like, if we're getting it, you're also getting it, and everyone's getting it, and pretty much all these groups are getting, they're getting, like, hundreds of flags, like, a day now on all their videos, because they're doing all the old videos, too, as well as the new ones they're producing, so it's going to be...
Yeah, like I said to you when you read that to us, if they haven't got permission, because like I said, I know a lot of machinima ones do, not all of them, but a lot of them do have permissions and stuff, fair enough. However, the ones that don't have permission, they should suffer like we do. There's no excuse not to.
But YouTube had to renegotiate like contracts with like everybody pretty much. So it's
don't
like
negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah. So.
Do you have any idea how long I wanted to say on a podcast? The opportunity just hasn't come up.
Whatever stuff they have, they're gonna have to renegotiate like all their stuff again and recheck all their stuff and they're gonna have to check that stuff over again and double check, triple check, because they're gonna keep getting it.
We're gonna find
but at least it's fair now, because like they should get it, because at least like they should get special treatment because they actually make money doing it, whereas we don't make any money doing it, but we get like a bajillion flags all the frickin' time. So at least it's fair now, or fairer.
Don't think I even have like a bajillion videos.
Oh, totally. I know you have a bajillion videos.
No, I said I don't even think I have a bajillion videos to get.
Because on your because right before you make your bajillion and one, I'm gonna put like, congratulations, this is the bajillionth video, and there's gonna be like confetti that comes out.
Only if Richter stops me before, right on the 9,001 to make an obvious over 9,000 joke.
Yeah, it's gotta be lots of confetti. You know, the good stuff that GLaDOS used when she pretended that your parents were gonna call.
The stuff Gumshoe uses to throw down.
No, the stuff that GLaDOS used when she pretended that your parents were actually going to call you. So she threw you a surprise party for an event that never was actually going to happen. But yeah. So that's the first news.
I did that myself a couple of weeks back for my birthday. No one was here, but...
Oh, it's depressing.
It's okay. I have my new Tamagotchi virtual friend.
That's even worse. Okay, but there's another news that Mole gave me. Fallout 4 is in development set in Boston. As you know, I'm in Massachusetts, not in Boston, but it's in the same state as me, so how about that?
It's in Boston, which means Rattldo.
Wait, what? I don't even know what you said.
I was making a reference. I was making a reference to wrestling, dear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would not get that.
Don't you worry your pretty little head over it.
Shut up.
I can't even be nice to her now.
Yeah.
She just doesn't.
Well, that'll be cool if we can have like a whole bunch of like Boston references go throughout the entire Commonwealth. Because where the Commonwealth was the guy who in the Fallout 3 he made the robots that were all like sentient and stuff. So that'd be cool if they capitalized on that.
Yeah,
made like a whole bunch of sentient robots who try to leave their robot masters or something.
Yeah, like if we really want to make it accurate to Boston, every race needs to end in a bang.
Wow.
And technically, if you wanted to, like, since the future Hunger Games takes place also in the Commonwealth, so even though it's, beyond recognition, so maybe we should have some of that in there. Robot Hunger Games, I don't know.
I'm sorry, was that one too soon, Rick? I can never tell if it's too soon or not.
Might be.
And I will also say, in your face, suckers! Something unrelated to recording, but I just found my third box of Christmas cards. Because I buy my Christmas cards in bulk, and I've been buying Christmas cards in bulk, and in the last week I found 3 boxes where I'd used them one year, and I'd been like, okay, and put them down somewhere, like in a drawer or something, and then put other stuff on top, and just lost them, and bought new the next year. Which means, woo, people are getting different sized and different designed cards this year.
Yay! Alright, so the directors from Bethesda what is it called? Dishonored, yeah, Dishonored and Skyrim. So I didn't really like Dishonored. I mean, I like the powers and stuff, but the whole stealth-based thing was BS. I want to be able to look at your face when I'm stabbing you. You know, I want to see the life come out of you. Like, I want to have to do it from the back.
I will say Skyrim kicks fucking balls.
Yeah, Skyrim's awesome though, so that's a good thing.
You can kill them in the face.
No, but you can kill them in the face, but it wants you to be stealth and let everyone attack you. I want to bust through the door and be like, everybody die. You know, I want to blow down that
You just
door.
have to put up with the sword fighting. It's not that great.
Yeah, but
Kill
I feel
them in the face be our caption for this week.
Yes.
I feel like it's passively aggressively suggesting I do stealth, and I don't like that.
Oh, then why did you? Never mind.
I did buy it.
Buy it?
Yeah, why did you buy a stealth game?
I didn't know it was going to be a stealth game.
No, it's just like I bought
research.
Legend of Zelda the other day, and I can't believe it. The whole game revolves around me trying to save someone called Zelda. I don't care about that bitch.
Yeah, I thought I was playing as Zelda.
Oh my god.
Zelda's not the guy with a Peter Pan ripoff.
No.
Now you're just doing the kill it with fire things. Okay. But anyway, I did return it and buy another game with that money, so I did got my full money back, and so it's no harm done. And so next, my bit of news is that...
There is harm done. You bought it. You should have suffered. Damn you Americans with your, 3-day rentals, as you call them. That shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be allowed.
It's 7-day rentals.
Yeah, it's
anyway.
morally wrong.
Everything about Americans is morally wrong. Don't you know our country is founded on the blood of our enemies and corporate greed?
That's not true. You had that one guy who freed the slaves. Oh, yeah, and then you assassinated him, yeah.
He never actually freed slaves. He cared about preserving the Union. The slaves were just a PR event.
Nope.
Anyway. If it was just true, he did not give a shit about saving the slaves at all.
But he did.
So,
that's the important part.
Yeah, he didn't. He may not have cared, but he did it.
He freed all the slaves in the North, and there were no slaves in the North, so it didn't help.
And then he got shot, right in the theater, and it's like...
That was a waste of a good hat, so I guess...
By the South.
Part of me thought, ooh, that's a little bad, but after I went to see Queen's We Will Rock You, I saw something else assassinated in the theater that day.
Fun fact, Lincoln's hair is in Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, and it's worth $300 a strand. Anyway, yeah.
Fun fact for you, Richter.
Mm-hmm.
President Reagan died in a Lincoln. President Lincoln was shot with a ray gun.
Wow.
All true.
Geeky Girl keeps telling me that's not true when I asked her to put in a history paper.
There's a paper about JFK, not Lincoln.
Ah, JFK, the colonel guy.
Yeah, the Colonel of Chicken, So, anyway.
JFK, Japanese fried chicken. The twist is, it's not chicken.
JFK blown away. What more do I have to say?
Anyway.
I'm sorry, continue.
You're done.
Yeah, continue. You bought a stealth game and you were confused that it was stealth. Good, go.
Shut up. Okay. GM of Nintendo Germany says apparently we'll see Mario Kart 8 and Smash Brothers in spring 2014. Woohoo! I thought we would have to wait on Smash Brothers till next Christmas, but if we get it in the spring, that's awesome. Wouldn't that be cool?
Apparently, Geeky Girl.
Yeah.
That news article is incorrect.
Okay, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I will have to do my research, but I'll have to find out in a sec. But I swear I almost had that. It was my news this week. And then I saw a couple of minutes before we went on the air that it was listed as denied.
Okay.
Where is it? It should be here somewhere.
Oh.
I'll find it. You keep talking.
No, I'm depressed now.
You weren't depressed
made me
anyway?
all sad. You broke my dreams.
Maybe I'm wrong.
And you went on about a 20-minute speech about how my favorite professor's going to rot in jail because I accepted a sandwich from her.
No, because you lied about the sandwich.
The sandwich was amazing.
The sandwich was a lie.
She gave her 6 sandwiches, Richter,
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, due to health and safety, by the 6th day, because they were designed for 6 days, by the 6th day, that would have given her food poisoning. The fact she didn't tell her professor about that means the professor will do that again for another student. That student will get food poisoning. That professor will get arrested for poisoning of the student. They'll go to prison. Inside the prison, another prisoner will go over to him and be like, "Oi, you remind me of my high school principal or whatever the fuck, or my college professor," and then they'll shank the bitch, and she will die, and it will all be Geeky Girl's fault for lying about a sandwich.
I didn't lie. I just ate all the sandwiches in one day because I was really hungry.
Admit it, I do the best images in my head.
Yes.
You have a good way of making me
lying
sad.
about a sandwich equals death in prison. But
So you found the thing?
yes. Nintendo responds to Super Mario Bros. Release rumor. Expecting to play next year? The Big N has dashed your dreams. They have officially replied new.
This is on Nintendo's channel of Nintendo, My Nintendo News or whatever.
My
but apparently, I guess
my Nintendo's not official though.
I don't know, but it was on a Nintendo channel on Facebook. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a collected assortment of like Nintendo things.
Yeah, they collect Nintendo news, and I understand why they posted it. But then IGN has spoke with Nintendo, and Nintendo have officially told them there seems to be some buzz online today about the launch date of Super Smash Bros. We'd like to clarify the speculation about Spring 14 release of Smash Bros. On Wii U. As a result of a misquotation in an interview, the original article has since been rectified, and we have no further announcements to make at this time.
Okay,
The original article now states the next year rather than specifying spring.
Oh. So I guess my news is go fuck off if you want frickin' Super Mario Brothers, Super Smash Brothers in spring 2014, or Mario Kart 8.
No,
You probably have to wait till Christmas or the next year.
You may have to wait till Christmas. It might be coming out summer. We don't know. It's really unlikely with summer, but yeah. So, like I said, sorry about that, Stace. It's just I saw them update that, and I figured we might as well mention that before we posted it online.
Oh, okay, so there you go. Yeah, so spring 2014, video games, fuck off.
Not video games, just that one. They didn't even mention whether or not it was
Those
Mario
two,
Kart.
you mean?
They didn't even mention. They didn't mention Mario Kart in their correction. They only mentioned Smash Brothers in their correction.
No Smash Brothers for you.
So it's possible Smash Bros. Will come out holiday season, which makes sense. It's a big release.
I guess, but I want it sooner.
Yeah, you also want non-stealth in your stealth games. What's your point?
I didn't. I hate you. I hate you. I thought, like, but see, I don't know. I just thought that it had, like, it was optional stuff, you know? Like, it could have been stealth, but it could have also been not stealth.
See, now I'm thinking about that, I should probably return my Batman Arkham Origins, Rick.
Yes.
Because while I'm playing it, there was a little bit too much Batmaning.
It's not like it's called
Batmaning.
Stealth the Game. It's not like it was called Stealth the Game of Stealth with stealthiness of stealth.
But you can run up and kill them. It's just a bad idea.
Yeah.
But I
It's like-
want to.
Then do it. Why didn't you do that?
Because then you die.
Yeah, because you got to get better at it.
You should die.
Okay, Richter, what's your news of stuff we never heard?
Okay, first up, happy birthday to Doom. ID Software's shooter became 20 years old a few days ago.
Before you're going to mention the fact it was my birthday last Saturday.
No one cares about your birthday.
Yeah.
You cried alone.
Doom or Mole? Anyway. Well, happy birthday to you, too.
Thank you.
And
it should be Mole because, I'm sorry, Dwayne Johnson didn't star in a shitty movie about me.
Ha!
That's in a couple of years, don't worry. Feel the momentum, motherfuckers.
And there's going to be a horrible child actor in there, too, for no reason.
There will be.
Marcus Shadow? Oh. But, then also, I just thought this was cool. Shut up, I don't care. Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns gets a collector's edition. Comes with an art book and an oversized pocket watch or something. But screw that. It also comes with a DLC code to dress up as Aeris from Final Fantasy 7. Fuck yes, I hope that's released separately because I want that.
Wait, you can dress her up like Aeris?
There was no
Yes.
need to say shut up. You had us a pocket watch. You had us a pocket watch.
It's not the biggest news, but hell yeah, Aerith. Anyway. Or Aerith, if you want to be like that.
I have no idea who most of these people are. I just want to
it's in Final Fantasy VII. She dies, giant sword in the stomach. Only healer. You don't get another one afterwards.
Yeah. Best limit break that makes everyone invincible. Yeah, you don't want to keep that.
Yes.
Stupid squares off.
This is why I never trust healers in video games again. Because regardless of what game it is, they'll end up hurting you in the end. Hint, hint, Dragon Age. Hint, hint, Final Fantasy.
Hint, hint, Vesperia, where she gets kidnapped for fucking like a third of the game. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, playing any MMO with James Phoenix or Marcus Shadow.
Don't trust those healers, man. They're just gonna hurt you or die or leave you. And I remember everyone that leaves.
Heal the world, make it a better place for me and I. You're meant to keep talking, Stacey. This has been really dramatic. And the entire human race. You've ruined it.
She did.
I remember everyone that leaves.
I remember everyone I relegate to the airship for being a terrible character, too.
The hardest part of watching my parents die was thinking to myself, who was going to do my laundry tonight? If I had no relations or anything, I just like to be included.
But I like it.
I was just quoting Lilo and Stitch.
Oh.
That was a quote from the upcoming Final Fantasy 68.
Oh, okay.
I will play 69.
An androgynous man-child.
No, they'll go for full circle, and it'll be like somebody from Gears of War. It'll be just some like large, muscular dude. He'll just have a girl's name.
Yes, he will. This is Rose. He kills people and takes up kids.
Come on, Selena, let's go. All right.
I was still thinking of the Kung Pao legend of whatever the fuck it was with Call Me Betty. That was awesome. I need to watch that film again. It was horribly bad.
So did Richter even start telling us his news yet? I don't remember.
Was his
I did
news.
2 of them.
Okay.
Then last one, Lab Zero, who made the fighting game Skullgirls, which has awesome animation. Says that
I played that. It's horish.
What? Yeah, that's like some of the best animation in a game.
No, I didn't like it. I felt like everyone was trying to rape me with their boobs. Like, I didn't like it.
Now you know how everyone talking to you feels.
Did you just say the last one?
What? Skullgirls?
Yeah. You son of a bitch.
Why?
You son of a bitch. Before we went to do whatever the fuck we were doing around the pound, I think it was on Sunday, I talked to you about XGR. And I mentioned the Telltale's Borderlands stuff, and you're like, yeah, I'm taking that.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, fine, I won't include it in my news. You son of a bitch!
I knew I was forgetting something. I'll throw that one in there, too.
And this is going to be Captain, me calling you a son of a bitch.
Yes. But, yeah, I knew. I was like, wait, they had the VGX. I knew there was something I was supposed to do. Oh, well. But, anyway, yeah. They said that Konami, which published Skullgirls on Xbox Live and Arcade and PSN, asked them to pull the game off, and it's like, oh, great. So it's apparently going to be delisted temporarily because they had the Kickstarter to add new characters and whatever, and I don't know. So I guess it's changing publishers. So Konami's like, pull it all down, and like, okay. And so I guess it'll be put back up. Yeah. Well, they have one already, and I think they got enough from the Kickstarter for, I want to say, 2 more past that, and they all have story modes and shit.
Why don't they just have a floating pair of boobs that literally punches you with each boob, you know?
They should. Well, actually, one of the characters they're adding is actually a guy, so it's the first male character.
Oh.
If they just included giant boobs that punched you in the face, they'd be so ripping off Dead or Alive.
I know.
What's a Dead?
I gotta go play that right now.
Did you guys watch Dead or Alive?
She did. Well, she knew it was a fighting game, but when she played it, she wanted it to be a card game, so she was...
Oh my god, I hate you.
Yeah, it's like when she's playing Mario, she's like, oh, why am I platforming? I wanted to punch these mushrooms in the face and be like, oh, fuck yeah.
I would love to do that.
When do I get to Mike Tyson? God, this game sucks.
I don't even have my card. Wait, this guy's kidnapped Preach, but he was playing card with me a few days ago. Oh, I don't understand this story at all.
When I was playing Mike Tyson, I was so thirsty, I never got the punch.
Heyo.
No. If you're going against Mike Tyson, here.
Right.
I don't think he's even a good cook or can make anything tasty.
Again, he can make ears tasty.
Ew.
His fist tastes horrible, but he keeps feeding them to you anyway. But okay, then my last bit of news is at the VGX, Telltale announced that not only are they, which was covered before, they were already working on the Game of Thrones game that's style like the Walking Dead, where it's point-and-click adventure. They're also making a Borderlands one, which, yeah, surprised the crap out of me. I was like, what? But it sounds kind of cool. It's supposed to star wannabe Vault Hunters, so it's not like any of the characters that we actually know, although I'm really hoping Mr. Torg comes back because he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they said it's not going to star any Vault Hunters, so I was wondering what the roles were going to be. Yeah,
supposedly they said it was wannabe Vault Hunters are going to be people, but it's not going to be the ones you play as. But I don't know if they clarified if any of the like background characters like Scooter or anything were coming back.
Claptrap.
Well, probably.
He needs to be there.
Yeah, he does. He's like the icon of that game.
Yeah. I loved him in Wall-E.
I loved him in that poker game.
He is funny there. Where he keeps hitting on GLaDOS.
Oh, yeah.
I need to play that.
It's free on PSN.
Might not be for him, though.
It wasn't free for me.
Sad face. I liked how, like, the achievements, you actually got, like, backgrounds and stuff, so that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was cool that it was different that on PS3 you got backgrounds and themes and stuff, and on Xbox you got Avatar Awards. And I like that they also unlock skins and heads in Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Which is now free on PlayStation Plus for the US.
Shouldn't they have done it the other way? If they give you items like clothes and shit for your avatar on 360, wouldn't it have been much easier or simpler to give you the same clothes for PlayStation Home?
It probably would have, but no one would know. It might actually do that, and just no one has checked.
Yeah, because no one uses Home anymore. I haven't used Home since. At first, when Home launched, it was brilliant. It was like, this is a social tool. I can see the benefits of this. Cool. And then every time like a woman logged on, all the guys like, girl, like zombies towards her. It's like, the fuck off. And then people were bitching, oh, there's not enough games here. It's not meant to be games, it's a social interaction place. And they spoil everything it was. It's like, oh, fuck off. Although it was cool that they had a cinema, and our cinema, you used to get to go in there and watch episodes of Robot Chicken.
Oh, wow. Ours, I only remember that they had like trailers for games. I didn't know they had like, so that's awesome.
Yeah, ours had trailers, and then they had like 5-10 minute clips of Robot Chicken, so I'd go in there every week and just watch a couple of clips because it wasn't on TV much. So I was like, yeah, I like this.
Nice.
I think I'm going to label this episode XGR, the ADD edition. So that was your last bit of news?
Yes, that was my last bit of news.
Okay, so that means we're going to go on to...
I'm editing this one, which means XGR this week will be called XGR, Less Stealth in My Stealth Game.
Shut up. So now we're doing catch-up, so the games we played this week.
Woo!
Woo!
Alright, I'll go first again. I've only played 2 this week. First up, Lego Marvel. I've been playing the shit out of that. I've been going back, getting all the mini-kits, I've been getting True Believer status, I've been saving some Stan Lees, I've been unlocking a whole bunch of characters, everyone from like Electro to fucking Squirrel Girl. I've got like nearly most of the characters. Awesome. Loving that game. My review is available on our Pro boards today, check it out. But the second game, which I'll be doing a review with this sometime in next week, probably a video review, Super Mario 3D World on Wii U.
Yay!
Love that game. Was playing that game and I made the Crispy play in multiplayer too. Multiplayer was fun. There's crazy shit in that game. Like you can get a cherry that duplicates you and makes you into 2 of you and stuff, which is crazy. The cat suit's unbelievably fun of climbing up and getting to the top. My only complaint, which technically this was in 3D Land because I completed that one, I don't like the new raccoon suit or Tanuki suit.
The white one or the?
Oh no, not the one that's meant to help you. The overall usage of it. Because whenever you get them, you can't fucking fly. That's always annoyed me when I started doing that with that suit, because it's like, you're supposed to get it, run like fuck, and go do like in Mario 3. But since then, you can't fly in it. It's like, why? I want to fly.
The suit is a lie.
But it's fun, and they've also mixed up the Bowser's castles and stuff too. Instead of it just being the like Koopalings again. First one you go to, it's Bowser, and he's in a car, and he's throwing these bombs at you that look suspiciously like footballs or soccer balls for you Americans, and you have to kick them back at him to blow him up, which was fun. Then know there's a Koopaling, and the Koopalings now are bigger than Mario when they're bigger, so it looks awesome. They look huge on the 3D one. It's like, whoa, that was cool. And then another one was like a giant boulder. You have to pick up rocks and throw it at it to knock him into the lava. It was fun.
You know what this made me think of that made me realize? What if, like, the entire, like, game was just an excuse to Mario to get exercise to finally lose that Bella that was all set up by Bowser because he just wants him to look nicer when he's for bikini season, you know?
Yeah. Although, I will say the story, which is almost non-existent, reminds me of Sonic Colors. Because it's the main bad guy has kidnapped a load of different coloured fairies instead of like the princess or something. What does that remind me of? Oh yeah. But yeah, that's kind of fun. I will say, they made some of the Koopalings a little bit more challenging, which surprised the fuck out of me the first time. You remember the guy that goes and just spins around to hit you?
Yeah.
And you jump on his head, and then he goes up, and then he does it again. Simple, isn't it? This one, he starts spinning around, I jump on his head, he turns into the shell like normal and comes firing at me, cool. He then grows back into his normal shell, and then suddenly he goes, and suddenly, like fucking Predator technology, he turns invisible and starts spinning, and I could barely see the outline of him at first, and I was like, fuck! Why? Why would you make him invisible? That made it more awesome. The game's challenging for older fans and new fans. It's pretty good. Anyone with a Wii U needs to check that game out. That's got my holiday seal of approval.
Woo!
In case you're wondering, my seal of approval is a black guy that sings "Kiss from a Rose."
I'll be playing that
I see what you did there.
You do, and it's probably the worst pun ever.
Maybe. Oh, I had a good one last night, but now I don't remember it. Oh well.
I had a good pun last night, but now I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel sorry for your wife. In the middle of sex, you just make a pun. That's horrible, Rick.
Damn right.
I hope like cat-related puns. That'd be funny.
But they were the two I've played. Over to you two.
Alright. The games I've played is just
Bounce.
No, I think it's just Killzone and Binding of Isaac.
You didn't play Lego Marvel? You got that today.
I know, I haven't opened it yet, so I'm going to play tonight.
You should have played it. You could have talked about it during XGR.
Oh, I'll talk about it next XGR.
People won't care about that.
They won't care now. But, so yeah, I've played Killzone. I've pretty much almost like 80% through the story mode, so hopefully I'll suck 1% less when I'm playing online. Although I'm probably going to suck completely when I play online, because that's for the pros, you know? This is the only thing that matters, destroying other people!
Yeah, I will say, when I play online on that, I've had my ass kicked multiple times on that game. I understand it, because that's their genre of games. It's like if you don't know how to play a fighting game and you go online on something like Street Fighter, you're gonna get fucking ate apart.
Yeah.
But
so
I haven't played much of the story mode though. Is it good?
I like it. I especially like how sometimes you don't have to just shoot. Like, you have a partner, so you can, like, signal to shoot them. When I was doing this one mission, I had to point, and she would snipe some targets that I couldn't get. And I had to, like, just be able to edge them and see just, like an edge of their bodies poking out so I could point to the character so she would snipe them. So it was kind of like this two-person thing going on. And it was really, like, an interesting dynamic where I forget sometimes when I'm being overwhelmed that I can just actually plan the whole thing out, and I can have her mark all the targets, like, before I ever take a shot.
Nice.
So if I, like, plan it out and, like, you know, spend, like, 20 minutes frickin' before I ever actually need to do anything. So I've been doing a whole lot of that. So I really... Sorry, what?
How did you get on with the bits people have been complaining about? The non-shooting platforming bits?
Oh, I had no problem with it at all. Like I said, the very first time I played it, like I told you, I did this weird platforming glitch, and I did it. I actually have a video of it on my YouTube, not YouTube, but it's on my Facebook. I'll get it to YouTube eventually, where I had the glitch where I kept from falling through the floor, and apparently nothing, like everything looked solid, and I kept falling through the floor, and that made me crazy. I couldn't figure out what to do, but I realized, oh, I'm not supposed to go this way. They didn't, like, you know, actually make anything there. That's why I fall through. The rest of the game is just an illusion. There's nothing actually programmed there. Just the surface, and that's it. So, that was interesting. It took me like 3 tries to figure that out, and I'm like, oh, it's not real. But yeah, the rest of it's really great. I like the whole dynamic. You have this little owl buddy that you can also send in to like shoot all of your targets before you actually do anything. So it's very like strategic in a way where I can do it where I don't have to put a lot of like, I guess, like I don't have to like spend like 20 minutes thinking of it. I can just, you know, like I can do it pretty quickly and like be strategic at the same time.
That's good. Thinking is not your strong point.
So yeah, I don't want to think too hard on it if it's a video game, you know.
I was kidding. Props to the geeky girl.
It makes me feel smart.
Fist out, Stacy. Pump it.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, it makes me feel like smart that I can like kill everybody before I even like walk in the battlefield. So I'm just strolling across it, like, yeah, look at all these places to hide. I don't need it because everybody's already dead.
Yeah, that's probably not going to help you then. That's
like
not going to help you get better for when you play online. Because when you play online, you don't have someone to do all your work for you. You have to kill something.
It makes me feel like a boss. So okay, so then I was playing. Binding of Isaac, and I realized that once you beat the game originally, you get like a shit ton of new items and characters and bosses, and it's like. It's really awesome. Like, I played the game. I thought, like, I didn't play it after I beat the boss again for, like, some time, because I thought I already, like, played it. You know, I already seen all that there is. But then I played it again, I'm like, what is this? I've never seen this before. And now I'm getting, like, this headlamp that allows me to see all the secret doors, and apparently there's a super-duper secret door that I went into, and it gave me, like, here's 100 monies, just because you found this super-secret door. Awesome. You know? And, like, there's just so many really awesome, like, new items and power-ups and bosses. And, like, there was this, like, one called, it was, like, I think it was called, like, Starvation the boss or something. Or it was some other word than going, like, dying because of, like, you're hungry. But it was, like, this guy who's just, everything, his face was just drained. And it was just like if you dried like all the moisture out of your face was just gone, like one of those mummies or something. And he was also riding a horse that was also like dead and drained. So yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, and I have this, the best item in the game, I swear, the best power-up in the game. It allows you to fly and go across all obstacles and everything. That's the best one, yeah. And I'm always like, you have to like sell 2 of your hearts to get it more often not. So imagine like that's like chopping off a limb or, you know, hurting yourself.
Medically possible.
What?
To sell 2 of your hearts.
Well, I sold 3 of my soul hearts, so, you know, I think if you can sell soul hearts, you can also sell your hearts.
Possibly.
So. And also, the game knows that you beat it, so the enemies are, like, a lot harder from the very start, because it already knows that you can, like, do it, so it doesn't mess around. Each one's probably just as hard as the last, and then the last one get extra hard.
How about the bosses? Are they harder?
bosses are actually, like, the easiest part of the game. Just the getting to the bosses is the hardest part. Because that's why, like, people always say, well, save your weapons for the boss. I'm like, fuck that shit. I can do the boss in 2 seconds. It's all these other enemies when I get ganked is I can't handle. But the bosses are actually always the easiest ones to do. But they're always very interesting, and you always have to change up your strategy because there's like probably 8 to 12 different versions of the same boss. And when I say that, I mean they're actually different versions. Like they try different tactics. Like, there's this one, like, worm thing that goes up and down, left and right, and then, like, he always used to do that. And now he's, like, actually making, like, turns. He's, like, in circles and, like, shapes and things. I'm like, what is this nonsense? You were always up and left and right. And I thought if I, like, you know, stood, like, in an area where I know you would make a left-right turn, I'd be safe and stuff. But he just starts turning, like, a circle, and he got me. And I was like, the hell? You're not allowed to do that. And, like, yeah. And it's really cool how they change it up. So it's a big variety of bosses. Even though it's technically the same boss, they act different. So it's really fun. I didn't even have to, like, I felt like I just received a giant DLC pack for free or something because I beat the game, because I got all this new shit. And it's awesome. So I love it. That's the game that I played.
Cool, cool.
Alright, so me, this week I finished up the story mode of Dishonored. I really like that game because I actually like stealth games, and I know it's a stealth game.
Of course, I was expecting...
Oh, it has the right amount of stuff.
I was expecting that, because I'm like, he's probably played this game if he's going on about it so much.
Yeah. So I was playing it last week.
You don't research to see what type of games it is you're buying?
Nah, screw it. I just look at the cover, and I'm like, I want to play that. I don't even look at the back.
It, because we have 7-day rentals.
Yeah.
I always try some 7-day rentals. You know, buy a game I don't like it, return it in 7 days, get another one. You keep doing that.
Your parents went wrong with you.
That's why they had a second one.
She likes Dishonored. We don't.
The more amount of don't you know? The more amount of children they have is how many times they failed. Some families with large families means they failed that many times. Now you know.
Except for, I believe, James Phoenix's family, because their failure was just too epic to come back from. It's like the Titanic in terms of failure.
Yeah, they're like, we're not going to do this again.
The only difference is no one's going down on this failure.
They rage quit children.
Yes. That's exactly what happened. Okay, continue on your games.
Okay. Yeah, but I finally beat it. Last week I was close to the end, but I still had another chapter left in that stage. It's actually fairly hard just to not get seen, but it was pretty cool. I like that game. I started the DLC too, the first one, because I own the two story-based ones. Like the first one I actually released was like combat challenges or some dumb crap, and I'm like, I don't want that. So I didn't buy that one.
I haven't played that game much, but isn't that the game that people say is the first person? I don't mean that in a bad way. First person Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, or like first person Hitman. Yeah,
nice.
It's like
because Assassin's Creed wasn't that bad.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's not that long of a game too. If you're trying to do it though without getting seen by anyone, which is what I was doing, there's a lot of saving and a lot of reloading, and it takes a lot longer. But if you just go through it, it's not that long.
Why'd you do that? It's not called stealth the game. Just kill them in the face.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, you can. That's what's great. If you still surprise them, you just grab their face and you just sticks a sword through their neck and they die.
And then there's like 10 other people.
Well, yeah, not if you do it right. Well, there's one of the powers I bought for, because I started a second playthrough, too, where I was, I'll just kill anyone, because I was trying to, not kill anyone and, not even get seen first run through. But I bought this power where if I kill someone that doesn't know I'm there, they just turn into ash, and I'm like, yes, so you don't have to clean up the body. They're just going, and they just, nice.
They turn into ash, as in the powder, as in the Evil Dead guy, or as in the Pokemon trainer?
They turn to the Pokemon trainer.
Then he runs around catching them all.
Yes. His androgyny and obsession with catching them all distracts everyone so you can do your mission.
He goes and picks up all the rats so you don't have to.
Yeah.
But next game I played was Rainbow Moon on the Vita, which is like a strategy RPG.
Strategy RPG? But come on, based on the name, I was expecting it to be like a My Little Pony game.
I know,
yeah,
right?
Nightmare Moon, you know?
Name is weird, but the game's pretty good. It's just very grind-heavy, so old-school JRPG, I guess.
Got to be grinding those rainbows and, you know, hard rainbow mine, you know, for the rainbow swap shop.
Pretty much. But then last game I played was Diablo 3. Finally got that recently. Nice. So, oh my god, the game's so good. We're in the middle of Act 3 right now.
Ah, cool.
Where you're in the frozen north and you have to fight the fat one.
Is this your first character?
Yes.
Are you on easy or normal?
Normal.
Fair enough. Oh, I meant, are you on normal difficulty or normal on easy?
Oh, it's normal.
Ah, fair enough.
So this is a Spanish game, right? About the devil, right?
Yes,
I play Zorro. Yeah, I'm like Zorro and I go like fight the devil or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. I just like in the game, like I'm pretty sure I have the plot figured out, but I just find it funny when like, oh, we're gonna go trap all these lords of hell in this soul stone, and I'm like, why is no one like, hey, maybe we should find out where Diablo is and take care of that too? Like it's the name of the fucking game, and they're like, oh, he must be already dead, and I'm like, I doubt that, but yeah, sure, keep dreaming.
Yeah, the story's not that good, but
yeah,
the gameplay's pretty fun. I do like
the game is fun.
Will you be, when you get the PS4, will you be upgrading and moving your characters over?
I do want to do that, yes.
So you get the DLC?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay! I get that
you should. I know Marcus is supposed to, he's just...
Oh god, maybe I won't.
Yeah, beat him to it, and you can be the fourth person.
Marcus was supposed to be getting it, and he said he's going to get it for PS4 eventually when he gets the system.
Oh. So he just took the $20, okay. But,
yeah. I wasn't happy, but yeah.
Well, your first character was a mage, right?
Yeah, female mage.
Yeah,
Witch.
That's what I have, and I got that,
Witch, as I call it.
I got that disintegration beam, and that is ridiculously fun.
Nice.
It's like the giant laser, but it penetrates guys.
Are you also anal?
Probably, yes.
One of the things I did when I got a load of money after I was like, I don't like the fact my clothes don't match. So I kept buying all the dyes and changing the outfit.
I can never find the dye merchant. He's always like a random dude, and I only found him once, and I bought like a couple dyes, but I haven't found like a steady dye merchant.
I see what you did there, Mo. Penetrate anal. I like that.
Yeah, you do.
Nice. I don't think I said penetrate, but nice.
Yeah.
But I wanted them to match.
No, I did.
Oh, you did. Oh, nice. But yeah. It'd probably be easy to show you whenever I go to play you. But yeah, there's a couple of places that sell dyes. I know where a couple of them are. I'll show you next time we play. Okay.
I'm probably just not looking at that. Because it's in the item tab. It's probably there the entire time, and I just never look at that tab.
It's on the potions.
Yeah, but yeah, I do want to do that. Well, we finagled the pre-order code. So I used it comes with like 2 sets of wings. One is the wings look weird, but there's like a kind of white or blue set for angel wings and like a red set for devil wings. So each of us use a different set, so it's easier to tell our characters. But I have the red ones, and my disintegration beam is red, so it looks really awesome when I do it, because it's like, I have demonic powers.
Nice. I don't know which wings I get. Does that mean you also have the helm?
Yeah, I have that helm, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I know Crispy has that helm.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing was both of us had it, since, it was... we were both playing, so like we could use it. And also, so many things randomly have plus experience that like we were really even or really close to even for a long time, but then it just got all borked because it's like sometimes you're like, oh, this is way better, but it gives bonus experience. Well, there's not much I can do about that.
Yeah,
I want the extra damage and stuff. So.
I'll admit, like I mentioned in the past, I could have got the helm. I just refused to buy it.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. The rest of the stuff with it is good, though. Like the shoulder pads and stuff, because it takes a while to get shoulders.
I think I have some shoulder pads. I'm not sure, but I definitely given to me anyway. And I have one set of wings.
The 80s has the shoulder pads.
I don't know which colour, but I have one set of wings. I like the wings.
Yeah, they look pretty cool.
I just wish when you put them on, you could keep them on, and not when you start the game have to then retake the potion to get back. Or when you die, as we discovered when we previously were playing.
Like, oh, they came off when we died. Oh, we gotta go put those back on.
He's so snubbly. That's my secret. I don't die.
Yeah. Well, I'm a mage. I tend to run away, but
no,
sometimes
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. When I played with the Crispy, whenever we died, we still had our wings.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird. We had to put them back on.
I don't know why that is.
Did you both die, or?
I don't think we both died. I think one stayed alive, and then the other one comes back to him.
Yeah, because that's what we did. And weird.
Although we did die together a couple of times when we were against Diablo. Or not Diablo, the other one. Diablo was piss easy. The guy before Diablo was annoying as fuck.
Oh, okay.
Only because he keeps freezing us and then attacking.
Oh. My wife always complains because the gear I found has intelligence and vitality, so I have like more health than she does, and she's the barbarian. Nice. She's like, you have more health. I'm like, because my gear has it. I'm sorry, it's random. Nice.
And if it helps, I have a couple of characters, so if we go to play each other and you want to stay with like your wizard or whatever, or witch, you want to keep at the same XP as your wife, we can always run a different character if you want.
Yeah, I basically, except for the barbarian, I made one of each. And I didn't know if you'd want to start like a low level, so I like left one of my guys as level 1 to play with.
I have like a couple that are past levels 1 and 2. I have a couple ones. I think I only have 2 characters. My barbarian's on like Act 2 or 3, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's like I have a 29 and 11, and then like an 8 and a 1. So
it's been a while.
Yeah.
There's probably an update for it.
I think there was actually, yeah. Doesn't change that player 2 gets nothing in a local co-op game, which is dumb, but
they do if they're using profiles.
It doesn't seem to. My wife doesn't get like any credit for the challenges, so she doesn't unlock any of the banner stuff, which sucks.
Oh, that stuff. So I thought you meant like they don't get any XP or loot.
No, she gets experience and stuff, but she doesn't get any of the challenge credit, which sucks.
I don't know how that works online though.
Yeah, I don't either.
Buy the game again. Then you can play online from 2 different rooms.
There you go.
Give it to me.
I should have bought it digitally, and then I could just download it on 2 systems, and then do it that way.
I got mine digitally. The only reason I bought mine digitally was at the time, that was when my fat PS3 was dying, and wasn't reading discs that well. I was like, I don't want to spend all this time on this. Fuck it, it'll be faster when I play online too. I downloaded it.
Yeah.
I've got that on my new PS3 though.
Yeah.
I'm hoping when it comes out on PS4 they let me upgrade for a small fee. I'm really hoping.
It should be. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one wasn't one that they said, but yeah, I hope so too, because I would like to play it on PS4.
I would too, but I don't have to pay full price. Although I would be willing to.
Yeah, I bet it's worth it, because that's one of those games you can sink a lot of time into. Although they have challenges for speedruns, and I'm like, fuck that, I don't do speedruns.
Yeah.
Hate speedruns.
What do you think I am, Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah.
But I think we've devoted enough a big portion to Diablo.
Yeah. I was about to say, any other games you played, Richter?
No, that was it.
Diablo 2.
Oh, just Diablo. Oh, it was a time. Every
Diablo
time.
2, the monk is amazing. Or no, druid, sorry.
I liked Diablo 1 and 2, but I preferred it when it was called Marvel Heroes.
Nice. Okay, so that moves us to our discussion piece, which was crossovers.
Part 2.
This will be fun. Okay, so yeah, we all chose video games within the same system, but different types of games to cross over for one awesome game of craziness per console. I think we had 3 altogether, right? So who wants to start?
I'll go first. Let's do the Xbox ones first, and we'll go round.
Okay.
I chose Fable and Halo. What I conceive with this game is basically some sort of time paradox travel thing similar to Spider-Man's Shattered Dimensions. I'm thinking what's affecting the Fable in the past is affecting Master Chief. Maybe he has to go back into the past, or they swap time, so... Because that would be interesting as fuck if they swap time, so... You're in, like, the... like, medieval-ish setting of Fable with, like, fucking laser guns and laser swords. Or... You're in the future fighting aliens with just a normal sword and bow and arrow and shit. I think that'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool, actually. This laser sword. They try to block, you just cut through it. Oh.
Yeah, and admit it, the idea of being in the future, everyone's got realistic technology and they're beating them with the old-fashioned sword and shot and bow and arrow is just almost... delicious, I want to say.
Yeah, but he'd also have magic, and that would be awesome.
True.
I'll let Victor go first. Honestly, you can go next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go now, then?
If you want, you could wait a bit if you're not ready. You could think about it.
No, I am. I just didn't know if Mole was done, or if...
Are you done, Mole?
Yeah, I'm done. That was pretty much my idea. I was just wondering what you guys thought about it.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Stacy Jim did, and you liked it. Cool.
No, it's alright.
Okay, my idea is Killer Instinct and Rise. I wasn't sure what one to put there, because I just would love, like, an action-adventure game, kind of like Rise, or maybe even Dead Rising, or Fable, or something with the Killer Instinct characters, because that would be awesome. I don't know.
I think a mistake there.
I know.
I'm thinking Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero game.
I'm thinking Shaolin Monks.
Fair enough. That one was better than the.
I really like that one.
Yeah, that one was better than the Sub-Zero game. That was fucking horrible.
Yeah. Granted, it doesn't take much to be better than the Sub-Zero game, but
no, just being passable works.
Yeah.
I like that. That sounds awesome.
Okay.
No, but I think that would work with some of the Killer Instinct people, and it definitely works with Rise.
Especially if it has like co-op.
Yeah,
well, that's why I picked Rise, because it has co-op, And...
Oh, I was thinking of the other thing with Rise. It's extremely bloody and violent, just like Killer Instinct. Those two just mesh so beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah, and
awesome.
You get like brutality moves. That'd be awesome.
Also, it's fun to button mash, and you can still look like you're doing stuff that takes skill.
That's right. Yay, Tekken.
Yeah, it's like, I see that move I did? Yeah, all I did was press A 6 times. Yeah.
How did you do that? I'm not going to tell you.
It's a secret. It's so complicated, it's beyond your comprehension.
We'll say I do like Tekken's combos.
Yes. I always just, whenever I think button mash, I always go back to Eddie Gordo. Like, we're literally back in the day in the arcade, I would see people win by just hitting random buttons and literally not even look at the screen. They would turn away purposefully to show that it was like, he was so ridiculous back then.
Nice.
Alright, so the one that I had was Rise, Rising Son of Dead, which is a combination of Rise and Rising Dead, or Dead Rising, sorry. Yeah, and I just imagine like a Lego-headed guy, gladiator, running down. I'm gonna combine this corpse. I'm gonna combine this corpse with this like rubber band, and I'm gonna make like a human body catapult, and and just like I just all these like crazy things. And
I could be wrong, but has Stacy just invented the game Medieval?
Yes. But now with better graphics.
Yeah, graphics. Everything looks better with graphics.
And particle effects.
Yeah. Because, man, I'm going to combine this blood with, like, a body, and it's going to be a distraction, because, no one else is going to pay attention to those other bodies. It's going to distract all the people to this one spot right here, and then I'm going to kill them.
You just engorge the body with blood and throw it, and it would explode like a giant water balloon.
That'd be cool. Oh my god, I would imagine you'd fill it up with water and it would swell up and then poof, everybody drowns.
You're gonna
Even
drown
like-
the zombies?
Yes.
Okay.
Drown all the zombies.
Yeah, have you learned anything? Zombies can't swim. They're like most action-adventure games, where you fall in the water and you have to come out like Batman in the Batman games.
Yeah.
Sly Cooper.
The
The damn turtle.
That does make me laugh. Batman, on the new Batman games, he has gadgets for absolutely everything, and then he falls in the water and has to come straight back out like, no, I'm wet.
Also, this is gonna have like a super like serious storyline that's gonna make you feel. You know, it's gonna be like this zombie and his zombie dad like dies in the first 5 minutes. He's like, no, this meant stuff.
Zombie Dad, starring Bill Cosby. I don't know why I want to see that.
Well, you see, you put the razor blades with the baseball bat.
Nice.
Amazing. Oh my god. So that would be my game.
Nice. Okay, next up I'll do PS4. Well, Sony, I should say. Only because I really like my Nintendo one, so I was saving that for last. I picked God of War and Knack. But here's what I'm thinking. The Knack machine or whatever it is, because it has the abilities and stuff, I'm thinking, okay, it's obvious. It seems like it's pretty old. It may have to retcon some stuff in Knack. I haven't completed it yet. But let's move Knack back to ancient Greece. So now it's basically Kratos with his blades all being serious, going around killing everyone, with a sarcastic sidekick. I'm thinking, like in comic books when Spider-Man teams with Wolverine, I'm thinking Knack's going to be pissing Kratos off. And every time Kratos destroys the environment, Knack will be going roar and growing more and more. It would just be awesome, because it'd be like, I'm trying to think how to word this. I'm thinking, you know, like Lethal Weapon and stuff, the Odd Party buddy movie. I'm thinking of that for a game, because we haven't seen that in the game.
Woo!
I don't know if that's intelligent or that's just crazy, like a buddy movie with Kratos and Knack.
Yes, it's very intelligent. They should do it. I'd buy that game.
That would be funny. Does Knack talk at all, or?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Knack talks. When he's small, he doesn't say a word. Then when he gets bigger, he becomes badass and starts having like Hellboyish voice to him and mannerisms.
Oh, okay.
So he goes from being all shy and timid, like, ooh, then suddenly be like, yeah, I'm the most toughest bastard here, just because he's bigger, which is kind of fucking awesome.
Okay, I'll go next.
Okay.
Okay, so I have, like, also Knack and Sackboy. So I imagine, like, Sackboy with all, like, the random, like, playroom shit that's around when you're, like, in the levels. He can just combine them, kind of like, I was thinking more, like, visually, I guess, like, Katamari, you know, except, like, with Knack, all the stuff swirls around him and he just becomes really bigger. And he goes on a mission to save, Knack because he got a sack over his face and he's been kidnapped by terrorists because he's become a weapon, you know, because he's so big and powerful. So, you know, he tries to escape from here, you know, Sackboy, they team up, you know, two badasses. It's gonna work.
Nice.
I had a similar concept.
Nice.
So that was mine.
Okay. Mine, I was going to combine Sly Cooper and Uncharted. So I was like, well, I'll take the stealth elements that Stacy loves so much from Sly Cooper and just have like all that nice platforming from Uncharted. And so
I actually didn't mind it in Sly Cooper.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad there. The other stuff was, anyway. But so, like, you know, you could have, like, all this crazy platforming stuff, so it'd feel a little bit more, I don't want to say open world, but, like, I feel like the levels could be a lot bigger, and that there'd be multiple ways to do it, where Sly Cooper, they're kind of, like, smaller levels. I don't know if that makes
more
sense.
guided.
Yeah, so just have it more open, so it's like, you have to get here, and there's lots of different ways you could shimmy your way there stealthily, like you could, you know, like crawl along edges, like, you know, just like have your fingers up and go alongside with the guards up there, like looking around trying to find you or something, or you could like swing through trees or whatever. Yes?
I do have one request.
Okay.
Can it still please play the music when he tiptoes?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. That was the best part.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was mine.
And
I would just like to see how he reacts to a sentient talking animals. And then Sully like steals like frickin' Raccoon Girl's girlfriend, you know? And he like, in speciality, please. I don't even know the meaning of the word. After this, like, she owes me money, so you can have her, you know?
I'm thinking in Uncharted there has to be some sort of talking animal. Only because in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, when Sly Cooper met Nathan Drake was not like, the fuck? You talk? he was just like nonchalant, like, oh, okay, cool.
Really?
Pretty much, yeah.
That'd be a great thing ever. It's just like, hey, what are you doing here? Maybe we can figure out some way to get out of here. And he goes, oh my god, a talking raccoon!
No, we're good. Holy fuck, kill it with fire!
Runs the fuck away.
That'd be like
Sully, hand me the torch! Just shoots him with a gun.
First
Maybe we
mission,
can sell it for money.
First mission, you're playing as Sly Cooper and you have to chase him down to convince him you're not a hallucination or a demon.
And the second was taken to the hospital after he went through some with bullets.
What was in Rapture's water? I'm seeing talking raccoons.
Sully, whatever you gave me to drink, I don't know, I think it's working
No,
too well.
that's just Mario in his Tanuki suit.
Yeah. Nathan Drake in a Sly Cooper suit.
That needs to happen. We need to see Mario in a Tanuki suit meet Sly Cooper at some point, and
Yes.
Sly just needs to narrow his eyes and be like, "You're mocking me, aren't you?" And then attack him for it. It would be like because think about it, Mario in a Tanuki suit to Sly Cooper would be like if I was to go into like the ghetto in blackface.
But he gets it from a leaf, so it's not actually from another animal.
Yes, but it's still looking like a raccoon. It's still dressed as a raccoon. I don't get my black face from a black person. I just use shoe polish. But it's still equally offensive.
I don't know. I think he did get it from a black person. A black person gave you shoe polish.
They did. They always look at me every time I buy a load and they're like, are you blacking up again? I'm like, no. You are, aren't you? No. We here at the Gaming Zone and Xpound and Geeking Grotto and Stay at Home Dad Gaming do not condone blacking up.
Except if it's for Venom.
Yeah, if it's for Venom, we all approve of that. But okay, last one, the Nintendo one. I love the idea I came up with my Nintendo one. I'm picturing a Star Wars style story without Jedi. And I'm picturing Star Fox and Metroid together. Metroid's the one on the ground doing all the shooting and the bounty hunter stuff, whereas there's also going to be ship-based missions with Star Fox piloting ships and stuff. It would be the best of both worlds. No bursting into Miley Cyrus songs, please. And with it being the best of both worlds, you can then literally combine those two into something that makes perfect sense. Star Fox with the barrel rolls and shit, that's how Samus gets from point A to point B as he's helping in the space shit. She's on the land. It's perfect. I think that combination works so well. I wish they'd done it already.
That would be cool. Well, you could also have some levels where you fly as Samus' ship, because she does have one. And it'd be kind of cool to use that one for Star Fox levels.
She does. As long as if you did that, Star Fox would then also get out of his ship like he did on Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah, and then they'd have the worst puzzles ever. Hey, I need you to find 6 things in the entire world, which there are only like 5 of. Ah! And you get tricky, the retarded moose or whatever.
But
now, Slippy's a frog.
Yeah.
I was talking about
he prefers mentally challenged.
Yeah.
No, I meant the little, what do you call it, the 3-pronged dinosaur thing? Like, he's like this. Yeah, it's like a, what is it, Tyrannosaurus or something?
Triceratops?
Yeah, that.
Wait.
Okay.
I said it like you mean Raptor? And she goes, yeah, because it's like a Tyrannosaurus. And then you're like, a Triceratops? And she's like, yeah. That's
I don't know my
completely different
dinosaurs.
to a raptor or a T-Rex.
I don't know my dinosaurs, okay? I freaking tried so hard to block that crap out of my brain, okay? I took all the dinosaur knowledge with me.
Oh, okay.
Your American public education people.
It's true. It's just a babysitting area.
Yeah. So now, what are you guys doing your Nintendo one?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, so I combined Legend of Zelda with Zombie U. So I just imagined that Hyrule's been overrun. It's like survival horror, you know. He's got his sword and shield, and like Zelda's up there trying to give him like, you know, Zelda's the prepper, you know. So Zelda's always in a strategic point. Maybe she's got a sniper, she'll take it out occasionally. And you have to get, like, you know, what is it? You have to go get your pots and stuff, and you can't break them even though you have this really, really strong urge to, because you need them for, like, food and water and all your sustenance to survive and everything. Navigate through levels, dungeons and stuff, getting everything, getting all your shit working. You have to repair all like the spirits at the end, and if all the spirits like together, you know, they'll make all the zombies go away, because that's what they do. As soon as you have like all 8 gods like together, regardless of what the problem is, it always gets solved. You just need to have like a convening, like a UN of the gods. Okay, you're like Gorda, or was it? Oh no, sorry, it's Hyrule, and then you got the water people, fire people, leaf people, spirit people. As long as they all get together, you know, everything's gonna be good. You know, the power of friendship. Yeah.
I'm just going to say, so what you're saying is England couldn't take care of the zombies, but Hyrule can? Racist.
Isn't... Okay.
Racist.
Yeah, I am a horrible racist.
I'm kidding, that's not racist. That was the way I had to go about it. What does Richter think?
For all fairness, they had like a freaking helicopter taking down my birds. That's dumb.
They were evil birds.
Evil birds.
You need to see the film called The Birds. But what did Richter think?
I thought that'd be cool.
Nice. And now the last one.
Yep.
Bringing it home. Our biggest one.
Me. Wow.
No pressure whatsoever.
Go ahead.
Okay, I would. I should have been in the middle, because then I would bridge the two. But anyway, so I was having Metroid like characters and scenarios, but in a Legend of Zelda style. So it'd be like that 3/4 overhead, the like Link to the Past style or Link Between Worlds style. But you play as like Metroid stuff and explore the planets and things. And I think that would be really fun.
That could be
so
awesome.
I'd play like Guardian Legend for the Nintendo.
Is there like a love triangle between like Link and Samus and Zelda? Where it ends up like, yeah, I don't know.
But it's a love Triforce, because there's 3. Come on.
Yeah.
Why didn't, anyway.
No, what's going to happen is...
But I'm betting if you Google it, you can see pictures of that, and I'm going to go check.
I bet there is.
What?
Actually, I bet there's probably just pictures of what Samus and Zelda together. I don't think Link's there.
Yeah, what's going to happen with that is... It's basically Zelda's going to dress up as Sheik and be like, yeah, look at me, I'm the most manliest woman that's ever been around, I'm so tough. And then Samus is going to look her in the arm and go, bitch, please, and slap her off the fucking screen.
Nice.
In all fairness, Zelda actually grew parts when becoming a guy, so she was dedicated. Yeah. So, there you go.
Another edition of XGR for your video game needs.
In the morning or not.
Next up on Xpound Radio.
Should I just end it there?
No, you can continue.
Okay.
It's up to you. Just round us off.
Yep. So that was me, Anastasia Laserbeam.
Pew, pew, pew.
Chris, a.k.a. the Mole.
Mole.
And the head. Mr. Hammer. The stay-at-home dad gamer. Wait. Shut up.
Daddy, what are you doing with that pillowcase filled with doorknobs?